And welcome back. It's now time for our Daily Buzz with Scott Kellum. How you doing this morning?
Just fine. Yourself?
I'm doing great.
Good.
What do you have for us this morning?
Well, today what happened was a South Alabama college student was officially shot and killed by a campus police officer. What happened was the officer responded to a call. As he exited the building, he was approached by a naked 18-year-old student who then rushed him repeatedly. As the officer backed away and asked him to comply with him, he did not. Then the student knelt down, charged the officer. The officer pushed him away, pulled his firearm, shot the student in the chest, and killed him. They said after he was shot and hit the ground, he even then got up and charged the officer one more time before falling to the ground. The problem we have here is this excessive force? With a campus officer, we have this question all the time. I know we had it in my college, and everybody I've talked to has had experiences where campus officers seem to have taken a little bit too much control of situations. I know in my college there was a student that was maced for no reason and drugged downstairs. Everybody's got these stories, just like they will with ghost stories and myths and everything like that. The problem we have here is a campus officer who's armed with a firearm. Lethal force is not always the first thing. As our officers in the city and in the state always know, they're armed with tasers, with mace, with batons, things to diffuse situations without having to take a human life.
Do you think he should have used, like a taser or?
I think they should have been equipped. The problem with the story is we don't have really any idea of what the officer carries on him. Did he have a taser? Did he have other options?
Or was that his only one?
Did he skip right to the gun, or was that his only option at that point? So I think the officers are needing to be equipped with these tasers, with batons, mace, to stop any situation from like this before having to take a life. This was an 18-year-old kid. Granted, he was probably on some kind of drug to do this kind of act, or he just had a mental breakdown. Either way, he wasn't, he hadn't hurt anybody up to this point. A simple diffuse mace,
didn't have a weapon, it didn't seem like
tase him, put him down, anything like that would have been a lot more effective than having to take a life. So I would say, the fault here being on the student and the officer, and even the campus for not either training or equipping the officer. I know if I charge, Matt Kellison, our favorite officer of Kirksville, he would have taken me down either way.
And that's what you'd think. They're kind of trained to be able to.
Yeah, that's why I would say more blame on the officer and the campus before the student.
I think so too.
So it's unfortunate. It's sad that we talk about things like this, but we have to.
And online, is that kind of what you've been seeing? That's what people kind of think?
It's exactly what people think. There's a few people saying the officer did what he needed to do, but there's a lot who say, this was excessive. So.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Not a problem.
And we'll be right back.